Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you're all doing very well, and today we are going to have to talk about the next set of community days, which once again I'm going to tell you to vote for one Pokemon and the rest you can kind of leave up to yourself. Obviously I mentioned this a little bit in Deoxys Raid Hour video when they put the initial tweet out, and now we know a little bit more. We know about the moves, not necessarily what they're going to do, but we know it's kind of a mediocre selection. First and foremost, you're going to need to know when and where to vote. The voting will take place on Twitter, on a poll, very much like the last set of voting. The voting will take place on August the 22nd till the 23rd, so I believe you've got 24 hours. You can only vote for one, but you get 2 months worth of community days out of this, so first and second places are going to get their Com Day. Right, we knew the options. It was a mixture of Porygon, Charmander, Caterpie, and then Grimer. And now we know the moves that are going to be paired with each of those Pokemon. We've got Porygon, which is going to learn its exclusive move Tri-Attack. Charizard, which you evolve to, will learn Dragon Breath. Grimer, both forms, Alolan and Kanto Grimer, will both learn Fire Punch, and how that works I don't know because it doesn't have fists, but hey. And then Butterfree, you evolve from Caterpie, will learn Hurricane. Okay, so Caterpie. Butterfree is anywhere on the scale of meta relevancy in PvP, in raids, no matter what. Hurricane on Butterfree will benefit from Stab because it's a bug flying type. However, it's going to be like, what, double weak to Rock, and Butterfree doesn't have any kind of attack stat at all. Firmly, if you vote for Caterpie, you are voting for the Shiny. Now, the Shiny is a rare one. Not gonna lie, I have one that I got last year in a bug event. This year's bug event couldn't get it. It's quite hard to come by. However, it is in events, it has been in events, it spawns with rainy weather. I don't know, you're welcome to vote for it if you so wish. Grimer. Now how this is going to work is very much how they were going to lay out Vulpix if that was going to be February's community day. So normal Kanto Grimer is going to be spawning in the wild, it's going to be from eggs, and will probably be in the quest selection as well. Alolan Grimer is only going to be available in raids, so Niantic very much know how to make a quick buck out of everybody, because Alolan Grimer is the one that you really want, because Alolan Grimer has, well, basically a load of resistances, is very useful in Ultra League and has its place in Great League, I believe, as well. Its Poison Dark typing allows itself to have one weakness, I think, Ground. I may be wrong. Alolan Grimer is the one you want to go for. Kanto Grimer is outclassed by other poison types by a long way. It's a cool shiny, cannot lie, they're all very, very good shiny families. But yeah, Fire Punch is the move. Now Fire Punch in PvP is a 2-bar charge move, I believe, and doesn't benefit from Stab on either type. It does provide minimal extra coverage in PvP against Steel types, is what they're claiming, but realistically the tweaks that people have seen to Registeel to make it not quite so incredibly useful, many people aren't using Registeel anymore as far as I'm aware, so basically the Fire Punch move is now kind of obsolete. It does provide an interesting coverage, it's a bit more of a spammy move, so that's alright, but Alolan Grimer with Snarl Dark Pulse is very, very good. Kanto Grimer is very much just a shiny hunt, so whether you choose to vote for that is up to you. I personally have the entire shiny family completed. I do need one more Alolan Grimer, but because it's only going to be coming from raids, I would hold back on voting for that one. Right, we have Squirtle 2.0, which is going to be Charmander. Now, the problem with this is that Charmander is even more popular than Squirtle, and I can totally see why. Charizard has an amazing shiny. It's on the par of Rayquaza being a black, awesome, shiny Pokemon. So I can't deny people, it would be alright if it got a second choice. I wouldn't mind if it got picked, to be honest. It's a cool shiny. However, we have an issue, and we know that Niantic look at GoFest and how they completely buggered up the event for New Zealand with no shiny unknown. Niantic are prone to making massive cock-ups, and can you imagine the chaos that would ensue if a Pokemon could learn 2 Community Day moves? We discussed this in Squirtle Community Day when it was the voting back in, what, April? No, May, my bad. People were like, Squirtle that could learn Hydro Cannon or Aura Sphere. How the hell are you going to choose that in December? Might be a little bit easier here because obviously Charizard, when you evolve it, will learn Dragon Breath, which is going to be a fast move, and obviously Blast Burn would be a charge move. So maybe if you evolve it in December, it would get both, which would be kind of cool because you get 2 Comday moves in one evolve. Charizard's going to be only one of these 4 which will have a Mega evolve, and it evolves into Mega X and Mega Y, which Mega X looks awesome. I think that's the Dragon type one, so that becomes a Fire Dragon type, which a possibility it could be a Reshiram kind of challenger. It learns Dragon Claw Charizard at the moment, and if it got Dragon Breath, that's a pretty dominant, fast, spammy moveset in PvP. Not very good in PvE raids, but then we've got loads of Dragon types anyway. It has potential to be quite good. It does potentially bump it up in Ultra League. It gets outclassed in Master League, I believe, by a long way. But it's had its community day before, and it's gonna start raining right now. Are you kidding me? So, right. Give me 1 minute. We're back. So, I'm determined to get this video done for you guys. Oh my god, please, this is the worst scenario possible. Right. We'll do that and hope to god I'm in focus. So, where we're going to continue with this is that Charizard has its uses as a fire type very significantly. You couldn't see it used in one of my duo Genesect raids, but Dragon... oh my god. You can see that I planned this extremely well. This is what happens when you say don't vote Charizard. Charizard has had, as you can see by this completely epic meme that somebody posted on Twitter, people who say, we want Charmander Community Day, including JT Gilly. Bro, what are you saying? I know you like Charizard, but I saw your video. You played Charmander Community Day in 2018. Alright, so you... shush. It's been Community Day, its own Community Day. It's had 2 December reruns. It's had millions of Kanto events. It's had Fire type events. It's had literally was featured in the Dragon Week as a general spawn in the wild. And it's in nests and it's in quests if you power up a Pokemon 5 times. If you can't get a shiny Charmander, I'm sorry, but that is your RNG being very unfortunate with you. I did really badly on Charmander Community Day back in 2018. I got 4, which was my worst and is to this day my worst Community Day record. And I think in December reroll I got 1, and then I don't think I've had 1 ever since. But I'm not going to vote for it. Why would I vote for it? It's already been here. As the thunder comes, that might be a sign that Porygon should be the one that you vote for. Now, Porygon is the only new shiny, once again, very much like Weedle was, is the only new shiny out of this selection of 4 Pokemon. And its shiny's fantastic. It is a really, really epic shiny, complete redo on the colour palette. It's overdue, so this would be very welcome, and I think by looking at the Twitter polls and who's commenting and stuff, I think it's going to win. It will win either one of the slots. Now, the new move is a brand new move to Pokemon Go, and we were suspecting that was going to be an option for it. Tri-Attack is its exclusive move. I think it's going to be a charge move. I may be wrong. Please, Pokemon fanatics, correct me in the comments. But Tri-Attack could have the potential, if they boost it and give it a very high damage, it could be a complete ownership in PvP. Porygon Z has a very high attack stat and it can learn Lock On. It allows you to charge up your charge move extremely quickly. Until recently you had to have Return on Porygon Z because that was a move that you learned through Purification. It's a normal type move that got Stab and that meant you could spam it in PvP. Tri-Attack could make this Porygon Z very, very useful in PvP. It's going to be completely useless in raids. You do not want to use normal type Pokemon in raids or whatsoever. But in PvP it has the potential to be the spam king and cause some crazy stuff, because Tri-Attack is going to include a attack and defense debuff on your opponent, which is kind of nuts because that's pretty significant And Porygon with spammy quick moves and stuff, that means that you could use it as a complete wild card, which I think would be interesting to bring that to the PvP meta. That's kind of the summary of this. 22nd of August to the 23rd of August is when you can cast your vote. And vote for Porygon, guys. Come on. Like, out of everything. I can understand if you want to go for Charizard, totally can't fault you on that, to be honest, but Porygon for me is going to be the one I vote for because it's the newest shiny, and I want a new shiny family for Com Day that I can go hardcore for. We don't know what the bonus is going to be at the moment. We're kind of due for triple catch XP. We had Stardust for Magikarp. We're either going to get XP or quarter hatch egg distance. We had quarter hatch egg distance on Ghastly. I suspect we're going to get triple catch XP for this one, guys. Remember, this is you voting for 2. You are voting for the next 2 Com Days, except you can only cast your vote for your favourite Pokemon. You get 1 chance, and you can structure it in a different way if you particularly want to. So I know Porygon's probably going to win by a landslide. You can choose if a section of your friends and you want to like divulge and vote for the one you want to have second for October. I am a bit disappointed they're not going to put like a ghost type Pokemon or a dark type Pokemon in October Community Day, because we were all sort of expecting maybe Litwick, but it hasn't happened. Once again, we're going to get sort of just like mediocre rubbish. Get out there and cast your vote when the time comes. And I'm going to have a little treat for you guys, hopefully after this video. Members in the Discord have been recommending videos they want me to do and what they want to see. One of those is going to be realised very soon. In fact, the next video is going to be the top 10 worst Community Day events in Pokemon Go so far. And it's taken a bit of research diving back before I even did videos, and you know, researching what bonuses and stuff were available and what happened post those community days, etc. So I put together a list. I'm going to record it. I might have to record it under the umbrella because I'm going to record it today. So let me know if you're excited for that in the comments, and also in the comments let me know which one you're going to be voting for. Do you agree with Porygon as my selection, or do you want to see Charmander because Mega Evolutions? Again, I wouldn't be mad if Charmander got a Com Day, because Charmander has, or Charizard has more uses than Blastoise did. Make sure to subscribe if you are new, throw a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next video, everybody. Take care.